The Italian sausage sandwich has two giant problems. Number one, it gets soggy in about 3 minutes. And number two, the sausage always just slides out of the bun. I'm here to report, however, that I have solved these problems and I have created the best Italian sausage sandwich that ever was. Come with me, your dinner daddy, and I'm gonna show you how to make it. Cheers. Step one, of course, you need some vino. If you're cooking Italian food, you gotta have some vino with you. We're going to take a green bell pepper and we're gonna slice this up. Next, red bell pepper, same thing, slice this bad boy up. Next, we're probably going to use half of this sweet yellow onion. Actually, we'll use the whole onion in here because that is not quite enough onion. There we go. Here's a cool little tip for you guys. When you're cutting an onion, you want to leave the, I don't know what this part's called, the butt of the onion intact. And if you leave that intact, the onion doesn't make you cry quite as much. It's not a cure-all, but it definitely helps. And next, we're gonna take 1 pound of Italian sausage. You can use sweet, mild, hot, whatever you'd like. Today I'm using hot Johnsonville Italian sausage. If you know me, you know that Johnsonville is my favorite brand of Italian sausage. I've tried a lot of stuff. I've even made my own Italian sausage. For whatever reason, I just can't come close to Johnsonville. It's probably all the chemicals they put in it. Oh no, it says all natural. Never mind. There's no chemicals, it's all natural. So we're gonna take our pound of Italian sausage, and this is where we cure one of the problems that I have with the Italian sausage sandwich. Instead of having a sausage in like a hot dog bun, we're gonna be making patties. So we are solving the problem of the sausage always falling or shooting out of the end of your bun. Oh, that's dirty. I'm gonna divide this up into 4 pieces here. 1/4 pound each. I'm gonna roll these up into a ball. Get them nice and compacted. So you're left kind of with a meatball. However, next step, we're gonna flatten this out as wide as we can. There you go. Now you have basically a hamburger patty size Italian sausage patty. We're gonna do this with our whole pound. There we go, 4 beautiful patties. All right, we're over here at our stove. We're gonna get a large pan, turn it to medium-high heat, and we're gonna put quite a bit of olive oil in here, about enough to cover the bottom of the pan. Then we're gonna sear off our bell peppers and our onions. All right, our olive oil is heated up. We're going to add in our bell peppers and our onions. We're gonna season that with some salt and pepper and garlic powder. Be pretty generous with your seasonings as well. Now these are gonna cook for a while. We want them to be pretty tender, not mushy. We still want them to have a little bit of snap to them, but it's gonna take a while to get it to kind of the tender stage. Give those a little flip, and we'll let those cook. Now over here on this burner, I don't know if you guys can see it, but over here on this burner, I have a pot going with some marinara sauce. This is just leftover stuff I had in the freezer. If you're looking for a good red sauce recipe, I'll put a link or a box up here with my utility sauce. It's a really quick marinara sauce. It's really yummy. It's fresh, and it's great to use for this recipe. Oh yeah, you can see we're getting some color on all this. Heck yes, it's looking good. Now we're not obviously setting out to burn all of our veggies, but some color on it is perfectly fine. Goes a long ways actually. Just adds more flavor to it. It's been about 5 minutes and our veggies are looking beautiful. They got some color on them. They've started to soften up. So these look about perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and set these aside here. Next, in this same pan, we're gonna add just a little bit more olive oil. Our patties that we made, we're gonna place these into this pan. You can do this on your barbecue if you want. I'm just doing it in the pan today because I can. I didn't want to go start up the barbecue and all that. So we're just gonna pan fry these. Now, I like to give these a little smush as soon as I put them in the pan just to spread them out a little bit more, get them a little bit thinner, because they will shrink when you cook them. So I kind of want to smash these down quite a bit. Now we'll give these a flip. Heck yes, that is looking perfect. Got a nice sear on there. We'll go ahead and turn this down a little bit. And we're gonna put a slice of provolone cheese on each one. I'm gonna go ahead and place a lid on this pan so that provolone cheese starts to melt on there. All right, these are done. We're gonna take these patties off and just set them to the side for now. All right, next step. I went ahead and washed that pan. We're gonna use this. We want a big pan for this. Next, let's see. Medium-high heat. Well, let's say medium heat. Now, for the buns, we're gonna be using Seattle Sourdough Baking Company. They have these sandwich rounds. Oh, there, sorry, you can't see that. It's this round sourdough. I really like it. You don't have to, if you can't get this bread, then obviously don't use it. But you want a good sourdough bread for this. There's all sorts of artisanal stuff you can find at your grocery store or make your own. The first time I made this, I used my mom's homemade sourdough, which I absolutely loved. That's how I came up with this recipe. So, warm pan. Stick of butter. Gonna melt some butter about the size of our bread. Boom, we're gonna toast our bread with the butter in the pan. No, you can't just throw it in the toaster and then put butter on afterwards. This is a pretty important step, and I will explain why shortly. Next, we're gonna flip these, a little more butter, bread back on, toast the other side. There we go. All right, next, we are going to take our freshly shredded Parmesan cheese, and we're gonna put this in the pan and make a circle the same size as our bread. That needs to be turned way down. Now, why are we doing this? I will tell you why. We're gonna put our bread on the Parmesan like this, and the Parmesan is gonna toast on one side and stick to the bread. And what this is doing, this is creating the ultimate barrier for our bread. So any ingredient that we put in our sandwich will now not soak into the bread, which means you have a nice, crispy, sourdough bread that is not getting soggy. And stuff can't slip out of it. We're solving problems here, guys, with a beautiful Italian sausage sandwich, one of my favorite Italian-American dishes. We're fixing it here. We're making this thing better. So once this cheese is just slightly toasted, you can kind of get underneath it with your spatula. It's stuck to our bread. Give it a good flip. Look at that. That is gonna stop any moisture from getting into our bun. Let's turn this off, take it off the heat. All right, everybody, it is time to assemble our perfected Italian sausage sandwich. I'm really excited to share this with you guys. I've spent a long time creating this. You're gonna love it. First, our buns. Here we go. We take our toasted buns. Next, one of our patties. Beautiful. Next, some of our bell peppers and onion. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Next, a little bit of our sauce. And finally, our top bun. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the greatest Italian sausage sandwich that ever was. Let's cut into this thing and see how she looks, huh? All right, guys, let's give this a taste test. Look at that. Look at that cross section. That is beautiful. All right, I need to get into this. I know I'm being braggalicious here, but this is the best Italian sausage sandwich that ever was. It's crunchy, it's not soggy, it doesn't fall apart. Every bite, there's a new flavor. This is just incredible, guys. This is what the Italian sausage sandwich was always meant to be. The bread is not soggy, it's buttery, it's Parmesan-y, it's salty. And yeah, it tastes just like an Italian sausage sandwich. Guys, this is magic. This should go viral. Not like I know, I'm being hot-headed or whatever. This should go viral. This is the greatest sandwich ever. I think I made the greatest sandwich ever. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you make this. Comment down below after you make it and tell me how incredibly delicious it is. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week. Peace.